In the realm of health and wellness, the heart holds a place of prominence. However, heart attacks, the leading cause of death for women in the US, present themselves differently in women than in men. It's a common misperception that chest pain is the only symptom of a heart attack. This is not the case, especially for women. While chest pain remains a common symptom, women are more likely to experience other signs. Symptoms such as shortness of breath, nausea or vomiting, back or jaw pain may often be overlooked. These symptoms can be subtle and in some instances may occur without the presence of chest pain. Women may also experience pain in areas that might not immediately be associated with the heart. This can include the neck, upper back, jaw, teeth, arms, and even the shoulder blades. These symptoms can be easily mistaken for something less serious, like indigestion or general discomfort. Another symptom more prevalent in women is a sense of indigestion or feeling sick to the stomach. Nausea, vomiting, or a feeling of fullness that won't go away are also indicators. These symptoms can be deceptive, as they often lead to misdiagnoses. Shortness of breath, a symptom that can occur without chest pain, is another sign women should be aware of. It might feel like you've just run a marathon, even though you haven't moved an inch. Heart disease, which includes heart attacks, is the leading cause of death for women in the US. It's crucial to understand that women's symptoms can be more subtle than those experienced by men. This, coupled with the fact that women generally have heart attacks at an older age, due to menopause increasing the risk of heart disease, makes it all the more important to be aware of these signs. Being aware of these symptoms can be the first step towards identifying a potential heart attack. Now, you may wonder why these symptoms present differently in women. The answer lies within a hormone known as estrogen. Estrogen, often associated with giving women their female characteristics, plays a far more significant role than one might initially perceive, particularly when it comes to heart health. You see, estrogen has a protective effect on the heart. It helps keep blood vessels flexible, allowing them to expand to accommodate blood flow. This flexibility is essential in maintaining a healthy cardiovascular system and reducing the risk of heart disease. It's one of the reasons why premenopausal women generally have a lower risk of heart disease than men of the same age. However, as women transition into menopause, their estrogen levels begin to drop. This decline results in the loss of estrogen's protective effects on the heart and blood vessels. The blood vessels become less flexible, making it harder for blood to flow freely. This change can lead to an increased risk of heart disease and consequently heart attacks. It's important to note that heart attacks in women generally occur at an older age compared to men. This is largely attributed to the protective effects of estrogen that women enjoy until they reach menopause. When menopause sets in and estrogen levels drop, the risk of heart disease rises, bringing women's risk of heart disease in line with that of men. This shift underlines why heart health becomes even more critical for women as they age. It's not just about the ticking of the biological clock, it's about the ticking of the heart health clock as well. And that clock accelerates as estrogen levels decline. The decline in estrogen levels during menopause makes women more susceptible to heart attacks, underlying the importance of heart health awareness in women. So, let's continue to understand more about the silent threats and hidden signs that can put a woman's heart at risk. Let's empower ourselves with knowledge, because in the battle against heart disease, knowing is half the battle. A silent threat lurks within, often undiagnosed in women. This threat is known as high blood pressure. It's like a secret agent working undercover, quietly causing damage over time. The irony is, despite its silent nature, its impact on the heart is loud and clear. It's one of the leading causes of heart disease, a stealthy foe that needs to be recognized and challenged. High blood pressure, or hypertension as it's medically known, is a condition where the force of blood against the artery walls is too high. Over time, this excessive pressure can damage the arteries, leading to heart disease. It's much like a garden hose with too much water pressure. Over time, the hose becomes worn, damaged, and eventually it may burst. Similarly, high blood pressure can lead to a heart attack, a catastrophic burst in the human body. Now, why does high blood pressure often go unnoticed in women? The reason is twofold. Firstly, high blood pressure is typically asymptomatic, meaning it doesn't present any obvious signs or symptoms. It's not like a headache or a fever that sends you rushing to the doctor. Secondly, there's a common misconception that heart disease, and by extension high blood pressure, is a man's problem. This can lead to less emphasis on routine blood pressure checks for women. However, the reality is different. High blood pressure doesn't discriminate based on gender. It can affect anyone, and in women, it can be particularly dangerous due to its often undiagnosed status. This is why it's crucial for women to regularly monitor their blood pressure. It's a simple, non-invasive test that can potentially save lives. Think of it like a regular car service. You might not notice anything wrong while driving, but a mechanic can spot potential issues before they become major problems. Similarly, a routine blood pressure check can identify this silent threat before it escalates into heart disease. With high blood pressure being a silent yet potent risk factor, routine checkups become crucial in preventing heart disease. So remember, ladies, your heart is your engine. Keep it running smoothly with regular checkups. Stay vigilant, stay healthy. Apart from the common chest pain, women experience a range of symptoms, many of which seem unrelated to the heart. Now let's take a deeper dive into these symptoms. When we think of heart-related discomfort, it's common to picture a sharp, stabbing chest pain. But for women, the pain can often manifest in other areas. This includes the neck, the upper back, the jaw, teeth, arms, and even the shoulder blades. So if you're a woman experiencing a sudden, unexplained pain in these areas, it might be your body's way of signaling a heart attack. But it doesn't just stop at pain. There are other symptoms that can often fly under the radar due to their seemingly unrelated nature. For instance, many women report experiencing symptoms similar to indigestion during a heart attack. This can include nausea, vomiting, or a general sense of discomfort in the stomach. It's easy to write these off as a simple case of food poisoning or a stomach bug, but they could be indicative of a much more serious problem. Another symptom that can often go unnoticed is shortness of breath. We all get winded from time to time, perhaps after climbing a few flights of stairs or after an intense workout. But if you're experiencing shortness of breath without any obvious cause, it's definitely a cause for concern. This can occur even without the presence of chest pain, further complicating the diagnosis. These unconventional symptoms underline the importance of comprehensive knowledge about heart attack symptoms in women. It's crucial to remember that these symptoms can occur in any combination, and sometimes without the classic chest pain. So if you're a woman and you're experiencing any of these symptoms, don't brush them off. Seek medical attention immediately. Remember, the key to surviving a heart attack is swift action, and that begins with recognizing the signs. Knowledge is power, and sharing this power can save lives. Indeed, the insights we've explored today about heart disease in women are not just for individual enlightenment, but for collective understanding. The power of awareness is transformative, and by sharing this video, you're not just passing on information, but potentially saving lives. Heart disease is not selective. It is the leading cause of death for women globally. Understanding its subtle signs and intricate connections to factors like estrogen and high blood pressure is crucial. The symptoms we've discussed may not always present as chest pain, making them easy to dismiss. But it's important to recognize the potential danger of these seemingly innocuous symptoms and seek immediate medical attention. So, let's not keep this knowledge to ourselves. Share it with your friends, your family, your colleagues. Let's start a conversation. Let's ask questions. Let's bring this issue to light. It's through this shared awareness that we can begin to change the narrative around heart disease in women. By spreading awareness, we can all play a part in lowering the alarming statistics of heart disease in women.